Thought that you should know I've been going solo. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel, break the signs every time. Let's be real, be real, be real. I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. I want, I want, I want. Hear me now. I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want. Ooh, I do what I want.
So today we are on our way to an abandoned mine that we explored earlier, a couple summers ago. There's a small adit and a couple shafts up on top of the ridge. So in Upper Michigan, it's like 14 degrees, but I'll be soloing it this round, and we're gonna go see what we can find. This is what it looks like right now. Sun's out. Feeling good. It's the weekend. Yeah, hopefully you find some cool stuff. Absolutely beautiful out today. Honestly, perfect for hiking. It's up to 20 degrees now. This is just perfect. Okay, so I've parked here. The roads are actually really bad up here. They have a layer of ice all over them with unplowed snow, so it's actually pretty treacherous coming up here, but made it regardless. Yeah, just to give you a little history of this place. This whole range up here, this whole belt, they call it the belt of the Keweenaw Peninsula. There are just tons of old mines that follow the ore belt that form geologically along this ridge. So I'm currently in what's called the Keweenaw Belt, where they mined for copper back in the 1800s and 1900s. And this mine was part of that belt. So if you'll notice if you see an aerial view, which I'll show here momentarily, you'll see that there are a lot of bluffs in Upper Michigan along this Keweenaw Peninsula. So every bluff that formed, every range typically was worked by a mining company. And they laid claims to the land, and sometimes they went out of business, sometimes they were bought out if it was unproductive, which was the case of this mine today. A lot of traffic right now, a lot of people hauling snowmobiles all over the place. I'm currently in this little offshoot. This is actually a connection to the Bill Nichols Trail, which is part of the snowmobile trail complex up here. And yeah, everyone's kind of going nuts with the world-class snowmobile races going on, but hopefully we'll be able to hike back there through the snow and find the adit to this mine. So, yeah. All right. So, sun's setting, of course. But this was the old area where the railroad would have been for the mine, coming in to service it and take out all the raw materials. Now it connects to the snowmobile trail, which is called the Bill Nichols Trail, which actually follows an old railroad grade that used to service all the mines in Upper Michigan, at least in terms of copper. Absolutely beautiful. Really is nice. It's not too cold. Definitely helps to keep moving. So from the records that I have on this mine, it was called the Henwood Mine, and according to the records, it had a couple of adits, which are horizontal entrances into the mine, and 6 shafts from past trips here, we've found, I think, all 6. The adit is pretty awesome. All up in here, there was old shafting and workings done by the mine. Looks like I'll be paving my own trail here through the powder. I would not recommend doing this by yourself. It's a lot more boring, which is why I had to get this GoPro so I could talk to myself while I do this by myself. I hear a couple sleds out in the distance. So yeah, this trail was primarily used to service the mine, which was over here in these hills. They didn't really extract too much copper from it. It was pretty much ultimately a failure. But what's kind of interesting is this mine had 6 levels, and we've only ever been on level 1. We kind of expect that the lower levels are flooded, given how much moisture is up here. I mean, that was one of their main concerns, was pumping out the water every year in the spring. So up over here, up to the left, see the clearing, and up over there, there's some exposed rock. That is actually a pile of waste rock from a bunch of shafts. Waste rock is all the crap rock that they wouldn't use. They'd send all the copper ore to the processing plants via these rail lines, but their waste rock they'd just leave. So up there, if you go up there, there's a couple of old shafts, though I don't really think you'll be able to see much in the winter. Probably all be covered up. But all this berm here is all waste rock, all excess waste. That's why the trees don't grow there. So when we're flying the drone, it's typically what we like to look for is rock showing through the trees, because the foliage is so dense you might not even see mine remnants until you're literally right on top of it. So it makes it even harder in the winter. You'd never really know that that was waste. So, well, we're almost to the adit. It's so quiet back here. Just a loud old ogre tromping through the woods. Oh gosh. All right. Oh. Oh, it's deep stuff. Oh. Probably about 1.5 feet of snow here. Walk it up to this mine. I swear. Oh, yep, I see barbed wire. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, there she is. Oh, oh, you guys. Look at that beauty. It's got a tree growing out of it and everything. It's pretty sick. Oh, gosh. Gosh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, my gosh, I can't believe this. Oh, all right. Okay, all right. So, what I want to see in the winter is if this mine goes back, you can get back further, because part of it's flooded. So I wonder if it's frozen. Oh gosh. Oh, this looks so much different in the winter. There might be animals down there hibernating. All right. Get my flashlight out. Oh yeah, hopefully the mud is all frozen. This is a muddy mine. Look at this, is all that's left. Oh, that's pretty sick. Look at all this coming down. This mine's not going to be here much longer, I tell you that. Look, this is all that's holding it up is this tree. Oh, there's an icicle, I can see it. All right, let's go in. All right, just very careful. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave my backpack here. Oh, that is sick. Okay. Okay, there's an old tire. Some wire. Yeah, this is all frozen. This is the first level of the Henwood Mine. Look at the ice. Got some wood. All this came down from the ceiling. Got opening to the surface up there. I know from being here before, that was all blocked off by barbed wire. Look at that. That is a beauty. That. Oh gosh, I wonder if there's any bears down here. Oh, look at all that. That is so cool. So that all that water filters through the ground, makes icicles. This is the test of the GoPro. I don't know how well everything will turn up, but we're gonna find out. Oh no. All right, I'm walking on some ice here. It's definitely less muddy than it was before. Looks like they drilled in over here and didn't continue, but one good thing about this mine is you can hear the echo. That means the ground is pretty good. Oh, look at all that. Look at that, is so sick. Dude, look at that. That is nuts. Oh my gosh. There's so much ice down here. That is sick. Oh, this is why I like coming back to places, even if I've been to them before, because this is completely different. Look at this, like, oh yeah, that is so cool. Look at this. It's got another branch. I can see that. Look at that. Look at that. Man, this is just excellent. So you can see following like a fault line here. Then the water comes out in that fault, and then there's a drill hole right there. Sometimes you can find old drills. We found a couple back at a few mines. But yeah, that fault is, yeah, it's a little less echoey right here. But you can hear it down over this way. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so much better than my phone. My gosh. Okay, oh gosh, there's like a column up here of ice. So that's the way we came from. Over there, you focus it up. There's like a little bit of airflow coming through. But yeah, no, that is so sick. It's literally an ice cave. Okay. Okay. Oh, dude, look at that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there's the fault. So they were following this. There must have been minerals in it. But you can tell I can barely stand up in this. This is not probably the biggest mine operation on the planet Earth, but I mean, this is the fun stuff, honestly, is like finding this crap back here in the woods just randomly. Oh, I'm gonna squeeze past. Oh, there's like an ice floor. Water. There's more drill holes. All right, I remember from this, so it's a little bit warmer down here because the ground stays at around 55 degrees. Oh yeah, okay. So here there's a little collapse from a shaft, one of the main shafts that service this mine. This shaft comes from on top. Oh my gosh, there's a spider. Bruh. It's still 55 degrees. I mean, my sister and I were back here. We actually found a frog back here. It was late in the middle of December, which is weird. I think they all be hibernating, so that's where we came from. Oh, there's a couple of spiders out there. Look at those bad boys. That I do not like. I do not like spiders in my hair or on me. I am a distant admirer. Yeah. Say, you know the still small voice in the back of your head that tells you not to do something stupid? I don't think I was born with that. We're just gonna listen a little bit. I don't know if there's animals or something back here. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So I'm on top of the collapse. I just crawled through that. Some ice, but above me is a near vertical shaft going up to the surface. We actually saw this from on top. We have a couple pictures I'll be showing. Pretty cool. You know, you see this stuff from on top, you're like, well, there's no way I could climb down that. You'll fall down here, you don't know if there's a way out, but then you come down here and you find the adit, and you're like, oh my gosh, oh, we were literally just here. It's kind of sick. So this is as far as we've ever gotten in this mine. You can tell there's a bunch of sludge down there. Like, clearly this tunnel, this drift went a lot further, and from the shafts we found, they kind of follow a general line going down this way. But we were never able to get further than this. And you can see there's a bunch of spiders right above me, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta accept your destiny. So, I don't know if you can see back there, but that goes back a lot further, and I just don't see any feasible way to get back there. I mean, all this is still just slop. Literally just slop. Oh, look. Down there. So we were thinking of, we'd come back here and maybe like dig this stuff behind me out. But it is literally so heavy and thick, I don't think you'd ever do it. And that's just sludge, man. You ain't getting nowhere. I mean, that would be wild. And there's not a lot of clearance. That's about 2 feet, so. James Bond my way out of here. So, okay, standing up now. You can see up. So yeah, this was the extent of what we found from the Henwood Mine, aside from you know, a couple of barbed wire, quote unquote, shafts, but they're all flooded or completely filled in. So I really don't think that it is feasible to go any further in this mine. We've been here probably, like, this is my 4th time being here. No, my 3rd time being here, and there's just nothing else that I've found. We've scoured the bluffs around here. We've gone around every single nook and cranny that we could find, and it's definitely hard searching for mines in Upper Michigan. I mean, you know, they're so destroyed. You know, this mine was mined in the 1800s. You know, it was like 1840s. I mean, we're approaching nearly 200 years that this has been just sitting back here without any maintenance. And so it just gets destroyed by weathering, rain, snow, collapses, whatever. You know, and the winters up here are so brutal, it forces the rock apart with all the water coming through. Which is why, I mean, you see all this ice like that just completely pries apart this rock. So, very difficult to find things, but, you know, I'm kind of doing it at the worst time, but you can see stuff like this. And it really is fun to see it in different forms, but we found that definitely the fall is the best time to do this because there's no leaves on the tree. You can use a drone to scout, get an idea of where now we got this GoPro. Oh my gosh, the spiders, man. I got this GoPro so we can actually, you know, film our adventures. I don't want to fall and crack my head open. Oh, I mean, that is just sick. Look at that thing. I mean, that is nuts. So, yeah. Oops. Sorry about that. They're like stalactites. You know, look at that fault line. Gosh, I can hardly stand up. So, you know, it's really weird to think, you know, when you look at the, you know, there's some old boarding from probably some rail they ran along here, but yeah. All right, yeah, normal. Completely fine. All right. Oh, gosh, I don't tell you what, dude, there's noises down here that scare the crap out of me. Especially doing this by yourself. I mean, there's be like hobos and stuff down here. We actually found an abandoned mine once. We found an old hobo camp. I mean, that is just sick. I mean, you can't tell me that's not awesome. So, yeah, that's the extent of the Henwood Mine. You can tell it's getting dark. Tell you what, that is sick. You know, it's just, these are already forgotten. You know, there's hardly any data on these mines. You know, people are gonna forget about them soon. I mean, some people came here to work every day, just like, you know, you and I would go work in places that employed people do. I'm definitely one of those people, I promise. I'm gonna get the headers out of here. I just don't like lingering too long. But yeah. I got it. So yeah, so that's the Henwood Mine. So cool with that tree. Definitely one of the most unique entrances I ever found. And yeah, I'll post some pictures of the shafts from up top and just other things that we found. A couple of the other shafts that were supposed to be back here. But yeah, gonna go hike back to the car, and it's getting dark, so it's never good when you're alone in the woods. So I'm towed. So yeah. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was back there, heard that ice fall, and I got spooked. Kind of weird how, you know, you're just exploring back there, and it can go from fun to really terrifying in a couple milliseconds. Oh, and then the sun setting. So yeah, so you know, around this area, we've really scoured this area, but one thing we have to do is up further to the north and the south. There's a couple mines in between here, and there's just you follow the highway all the way north, and there's just mines everywhere. My friends and I have spent roughly 2-3 years starting to explore some of these places, and gosh, it's beautiful out tonight. Jeez. I don't know if you can see the moon. Man, I wish I brought the drone. Anyways, yeah, that's probably gonna cap it for this adventure. Hopefully you won't find this in found footage.